No.
Okay, good morning everybody. First of all, we want to ask you some questions in order to address the topic we want to talk about. So, for that, we are going to.
Well, guys, so for today we're gonna talk a little bit about the Islamic State. So, first of all, we wanna ask you, just if you know, what's the meaning of ISIS, that's the name that we know, or IS, and what do they represent? If maybe you have any idea of the ISIS group. No idea? No? Okay. So that's why we decided to talk a little bit about this group. This is a brutality group, as you are going to see. And another question that maybe if you can consider, why do you think that brutality groups exist? What is like the main reason for the existence of these brutality groups? What is the main reason? What do you think?
It's biology. Because
Biology?
Yeah, many times ago, people were divided into strong people and not that strong people, And we continue with that idea, but now we use different apparatus, like as you just said, ideological apparatus of the state, but it continues existing as it was with the KGB.
Okay, thank you. Any other idea? He says biology, you said?
I think it's more about religious beliefs.
Okay.
Because what I understood is that they think that if they kill people that does not believe in things they believe, they are going to win heaven. That if they die for the things in which they believe, they are going to go to hell.
What kind of religions are you talking about? In general, all of them, or
No,
do you know some specific?
Maybe,
Muslims?
What I understood about Islamic.
Islamic? Okay, thank you. So let's start with the presentation. We're gonna talk about the IS group in general.
Okay, good morning. I'm going to talk about what does ISIS want. This group has been designated by the ONU and other individual countries as a terrorist group. And ISIS is widely known because they did beheadings and also for civilians and also for soldiers, and it's the destruction of heritage sites, and also because this group is a Salafi jihadist and recognized protest state, a militant group that follows a fundamentalist Wahhabi doctrine of Sunni Islam. This group proclaimed to do a caliphate. There was a creation that they had in this early religion, and they want to do political, religious, and eschatological ramifications that this would imply. They said that rejecting all the innovations in their own religions, and also they believe that they want to legitimate the authority, and also to do a priority to the Muslim countries, because they want to find the purification of this religion. For that, they want to expand this religion for all the countries across the world. What about the Islamic eschatology? They believe in a final day. His savior is Mahdi, and he believe that they believe that they defeat the army of Rome. For that, they believe that is in a fulfillment of the prophecy.
Well, according what Milena was saying, so there are some things that I want to share with you. There are some points of information. In what do you think about those? Right? We were saying that basically they want to impose their ideology and religious beliefs. So, for instance, there are one of their beliefs that say that you can rape, marry, and divorce prepubescent girls. So you can do whatever you want with women, right? So you can enslave for sex and work. So there are some things that goes beyond the human rights. So that's things or that beliefs are what they are trying to expand. So that's why we consider it important to mention that in order that you understand what we are trying to say. Okay, about the origins of that group. So basically, we rose up because they want to expand their religion. So in the Middle East has been different like riots and different kind of wars, civil wars, because of power and ideology. So in the midst of that situations, this group was born. Okay, in this little map, there are like the main areas that they control. So it is important to mention that because they control almost the Middle East, and they are like my partner was saying, like very brutal with the people because the people that don't believe in what they are proclaiming. So they are forced to like pay taxes. They are forced to like abandon their territory and other things, right? But this is like the main place in which they are. But around the world, there are many like fans or something like that, followers around the world. And according to some data, there are around 28,000 people around the world that proclaim themselves like ISIS members, right? Okay, I already mentioned that. Well, about the weapons that they use, basically they use a lot of weapons that are, for instance, army cars that they have stolen to the USA Army. They have a lot of, they have everything that they need for like face any war. So they are very powerful in that sense. Well, another important aspect is the money. The money that they use for like they got the money from different activities or, well, from different resources. The first one is when the people have to pay taxes for don't believe in what they are saying. And the second is basically from oil extraction or something like that. Well, they are so plural, as we already mentioned, and that's because they want to impose what they think. So if you are against that way of thinking, so you have to pay a high price or you have to die. That's the only way to escape from their ideology. And what?
Well, before to finish, there are two main aspects that we mentioned here. That are, for example, the amount of fighters. As Paula said, there are around 30,000 fighters. It's not just that they belong to the group, but they will die for the group. And also the caliphate. Do you know what a caliphate is? Idea? It's a kingdom. So what they want to do is to, well, they are requesting all the Muslims to come to a specific territory. And they are going to control that territory as a kingdom. So having that in mind, what we like to do for a closure will be like trying to put yourselves into reality shoes. I mean, there are like, to accept reality, there are like 2 points of view here. That is the one of the brutal group, that is ISIS, and the one maybe from the ONU, the ones that are trying to contain this group or maybe even eliminate this group. So we would like you to think, I don't know if the time is enough, about one of those positions and try to defend it. The 2 positions are, why are you in that group? Why do you defend those beliefs? Why are you so brutal? Yeah, like trying to look for the reasons, because they exist right now, and I think they have real reasons. And the other position is try to see yourselves as a part of the ONU and try to think about a real possibility. Because maybe some people said, I don't know, just as a comment, Donald Trump just want to kill them. Okay, what other solutions would you provide to this problem? I don't know if maybe we have 1 minute to think about those topics or not. No?
You're going to think about it later.
No? Okay, so just for further presentations. Thank you.